What's going on, y'all? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also get them notifications up and hit that bell so that you're able to get all of my content and all of my videos. Now, it was an evening in kind of dramatic and also at the same time predictable fashion. Okay, and I'll explain why. Now, what's up, True Viking? I see you in the building, Queen. Now, let's start off with the skills challenge, okay? Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Besides the 3 point contest, I felt that that was actually rather entertaining. It was rather intriguing. It kind of kept you on the edge of your seat, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of dramaticism involved. Now, uh, of course, it came down to um, the rook. Oh, okay, okay. What's up with it, Alex? I see you in the building. Hope you had a good time, bro. Um, Look, we all know what happened. With the and for some of y'all that don't know, the Cavs team, which featured Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and Darius Garland, they possibly show why they're one of the emerging surprising teams compiled of those three players along with the others in the NBA. It was absolutely it was amazing to see. I did not know that Jared Allen could shoot the way that he did, and I looked at that. Maybe some others didn't look at that, but I actually looked at that and I actually paid attention to that, and I said, if Jared Allen was to step out and shoot the J and start making them, over time, he's not doing anything, that he's not supposed to do, and he starts hitting them and he starts making them. Jared Allen can be real dangerous because if you combine if you put that in a combination with how active he is on the rebound and how active he is in terms of rim protection, man, he could be real dangerous. You say I got to hang out with my cousin who plays with Cav Darius Garland and meet my boy Steph. Oh man, that's great, man. That's great, bro. I'm glad you had a good time out there, bro. Yeah, I went to the All Star game back in 2010 when they came here to Texas. Well, uh, Dallas rather. It's real. It's it's a great thing. I know NBA games are great and everything, but nothing like the All Star game. So I'm glad you went there, Alex, and had a good time and uh, enjoyed the festivities. Now let's get to the event that everybody was actually anticipating, and everybody actually wanted to see what was really getting ready to happen when the 3 point contest had happened. Listen, in a shocker, in an absolute parody like 3 point contest, who would have thought Carl Anthony Towns would have lit up the scene, record breaking, and on top of that, the first big man to ever win the 3 point contest? Absolutely amazing. And he walked into the 3 point contest with the confidence, with the swagger, sort of like Larry Bird, when he pretty much nailed it and said, "Hey, look, I'm about to win it." Carl Anthony Towns said he already was walking into the 3 point contest. He said he was the best shooting big man in the NBA, and he wanted to show why. Listen, Carl Anthony Towns, everybody was sitting there saying in the beginning, including my boy Scrub Zero, who I know Scrub Zero is up in here. He said he was going to give him his props. Hopefully, Scrub Zero, if you're listening to this, I did a video, and I'm telling you right now, Carl Anthony Towns He did step in there and win it. And I asked him a question. If y'all go back and listen to that stream, I asked Scrub Zero, I said, what if Karl Anthony Towns actually does the unthinkable and win? And he said he'll give him his just due. So Scrub, if you're out there, Scrub Zero, right? And I'm gonna talk about that in just a second, Alex. But Scrub, if you're out there, Karl Anthony Towns won it. But the 3 point contest, in my opinion, was much more entertaining. Now the skills contest it was kind of, it kept you on the edge of your seat, but also the 3 point contest had that feel too as well. Uh, and it was a great thing to see, man. And Karl Anthony Towns, that's something to be said. People were looking at Karl Anthony Towns initially when he came in and he was starting to step out beyond the arc and shoot the 3 pointer and everything. People were looking at him like he was crazy, sort of like what they were doing with Rasheed Wallace. You know, they would look at Rasheed Wallace in the beginning like he was crazy, and they would also look at Cliff Robinson as if he was crazy and everything. Just some of the bigs over time that we've gotten to see. Now, let's get to the gist of everything. All right, man. I'm gonna do a separate video on this on this topic, but I'm gonna touch on it right now briefly. The slam dunk contest, very, very, very big disappointment. And I'm gonna tell you, I fell asleep, y'all. I actually fell asleep on it. I didn't want to. I didn't want to tell people, but I actually fell asleep on the dunk contest. That's how. That's how boring. Now look, Obi Toppin, tremendous athlete. It was a nice dunk, but the thing about the dunk contest, that how it's diminished over its time, is that back in the days you had guys, um, you had guys in there that would actually do it off the first attempt, and that's what made it so, like, the wow feeling of the dunk contest. Not taking 50 tries or 50 attempts to get a dunk right. That's what you're supposed to do to prepare for this thing, whether it's through the season or, and I know a lot of guys, they got much other stuff to do in terms of the NBA season and stuff like that. Other bigger fish to fry than the All-Star game. Guys ain't trying to get hurt or risk their careers and all that other stuff. But if you're gonna say that you're gonna enter in a dunk contest and everything, then people are expecting you to actually bring a spectacle of excitement and a feel like, man, sort of like when Spud Webb did the unthinkable. Pretty much all of his dunks were off of one attempt. And you're talking about a guy that was 5'6", 5'7", if that, because they actually give you 2 inches in the NBA. But I'm just giving you a prime example. These guys would do it off of one attempt, maybe two at the most. But a guy like Vince Carter, off of one attempt. A guy like Dominique Wilkins, off of one attempt. You understand what I'm saying? So it was a big disappointment. And Alex, to your point, yes, Shaq was disappointed. And a lot of guys were disappointed. And now people not even looking forward to the dunk contest, anymore, because now it's like, okay, shooting is more entertaining. Shooting is more entertaining, But that just goes to show you that the league has to definitely work on that aspect of everything. I'm not going to give up on the NBA, because I'm pretty sure that they could try to do something to make it more exciting. The All-Star game, the festivities, it's not the same like it used to be. Like when you had jam session, things of that nature. You had the Rock and Jock B-ball jam, things like that. That right there was really exciting, and it was funny. It was comical, sort of like the celebrity game and stuff like that. But I just think overall, the All-Star Saturday night has kind of taken a step back. Uh, the trivia questions and stuff like that. I mean, that was kind of, they're trying to do something different when it comes, with the two chains and Steph Curry and Aisha Curry. Um, that right there, they're trying to do something different. But overall, if I had to, on a scale of 1 to 10, give the All Star Saturday night. What's up, Stephen Green? I see you. I see you in the building, man. Hope you're feeling all right this morning. If I had to give an overall assessment and a rating from 1 to 10, I would probably give it maybe a 5 at the most. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason it got a 5 was the the dramaticism of the skills contest and also the 3-point contest. And I like Obi Toppin. I think the dunk that he did was absolutely tremendous. But had those guys did it off of one attempt, or didn't even make one of the guys didn't even make his dunk that he was trying to do, old boy from Golden State. You know, I mean, it's just stuff like that, and it happens. But some of the stuff they've already done, and they just try to regurgitate it. Yeah, it's got to be better. But listen, and this is my last point, and then I gotta go, but I'll be back a little bit later. My last point. I'm not trying to be the get off the line type, like, uh, set in my ways, or an old guy that doesn't know how to adapt. Not to say that I'm old or anything, but I'm just saying one of those guys. I'm willing to give things a chance, you know. Now, do I like the style of basketball overall that's being played? Not overall, you know what I'm saying? I wish there was a lot of stuff. I wish more people would play like a Jared Allen or like a John Morant, mixing it up, or, you know, uh, more two-way players, and being able to play like a Kawhi Leonard, stuff like that. Not to say that there's nothing wrong with shooting, but we want to see a, a mixture brand of basketball, and that's what I was used to seeing. But you know, times are changing, and what the NBA is catering to is much different, and we have to understand that, and we have to realize that. But I was disappointed. Um, wasn't that exciting? The only thing that was exciting, like I said, was the skills contest, and is what you said. Went to sleep. Yeah, exactly. I did too. True Viking. That's why, like, and I know y'all were probably like, well, is Polo gonna go live? Because I remember I was telling you and Stephen Green that I might go live, but I was like, it's it's not even gonna be entertaining. I bet you really nobody's gonna pull up. And if you did pull up, you're gonna hear me snoring on live because I fell asleep. I'm with True Viking. I fell asleep on the dunk contest. You know, I was like, wow. My son was still up. I was asleep. So what caught my eye? Yeah, and that dunk, I was kind of disappointed in the score. This, I think this was the first dunk contest in which nobody got a 50, to my knowledge. And if they did, correct me. But nobody gave anybody a 50. But that dunk should have got a 50. Like, that is extremely difficult to do. The last Obi Toppin dunk with the reverse. Uh, that was an amazing dunk right there. And I think that right there probably was the best of the night. He also had another dunk. Not the. I'm not talking about the one where he hit the glass and then came in. I'm talking about the one where um, he did the reverse rock the cradle kind of dunk. But overall, man, it was a big disappointment, and I'm gonna do. I think Steven, you'll want to pull up as well as you, Alex, as well as True Viking, if y'all want to. If y'all pull up to the next live, I'm gonna do a separate video on this topic, and it's gonna be regarding the diminishing of the slam dunk and the diminishing of the excitement of the slam dunk contest over time. Because that's a subject in which we have to address. And I know guys in the LDBC were very disappointed. I know myself, I was extremely disappointed. And if you're a fan of the game and you really love the game and you played the game, you understand what you've seen over time. So I definitely agree with Stephen Green and as well as True Viking and what they say, because like I said, I fell asleep. But I'm excited for the brother Alex, man. Hope he had a good time over there in Cleveland, man. It's a good sight to see. Another thing is, if you haven't went to an All-Star game or ever been, go to one. It listen, looking at it on TV, you might be as boring, but when you get there and you see some of the guys, you'll in front of you, you'll be amazed by some of the stuff that these guys can do. And that's what kind of feel that that I had when I was there in 2010, because I was still playing. But to be there in person, it's much different. So y'all, let me know what you think, man. Leave your comments. I appreciate everybody pulling up. Like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications. Till then, man, you know that I will be back later. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. I'll get at you.